Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's Oracle reading. If this is your first time with me, my name is Jacqui Mancuso. I am a Reiki Master Teacher joining you from Northern Illinois. And if you are returning, you might be wondering where I am. My husband is homesick today, so he is sleeping in the room where I normally do these Oracle readings. So we are in my Reiki room today. Lucy, bonjour, nice to see you as well. Joy, Thursday blessings, beautiful souls, beautiful. Jody, good morning from Flagstaff, Arizona. Welcome, welcome. Let us know how you're doing today, where you're joining from. Good morning, Allison. Hello, Patricia. Nice to see you. So, good morning, AJ. Good morning. Today we are talking about the sun, who is about to enter his own sign of Leo tomorrow. Joy, sending your husband much blessings of healing. Thank you. I think he just has the man flu today, but thank you. So tomorrow the sun is going to enter the sign of Leo, and he will be there until August 22nd. We have been in Cancer season for the last month. We've been in a cardinal water sign, so lots of emotions coming up, a lot of good feels with emotions, and we're moving into Leo, which is fire, vitality, creativity, passion. Let's see what's going on. Bonnie, hello. Insight Timer was glitching early this morning, so I'm glad we are successfully together. Likewise, Bonnie. Hello, Bear and Lee. Good day from Sudbury, Ontario, Canada. Nice to see you, Lee. It's been some time. So, Leo is ruled by the sun, and whenever a planet enters its own sign, the energies are just super amplified. So, this next month is going to bring a lot of increased creativity, increased joy, increased happiness, energy, vitality, just all of these feel-good Leo qualities. So if you are familiar with your own natal chart, I would look to where Leo falls in your chart, because this area of your life will be highlighted at this time. So whatever area of your chart the sun is passing through during this time, it'll just be a spotlight on that area of your life, and it'll bring you some extra energy, some extra passion in that specific area. So if Leo is located in your 7th house, you might have some extra energy to put into your relationships. If Leo falls in your 2nd house, you might have some extra energy, some extra passion to refine your skills and come up with more money-making ideas, those types of things. So Leo also brings us the energy of the courageous lion. His archetype is that of the lion. So you might find yourself being more willing to take some risks, to be just a little bit more risky, and trusting yourself, trusting your own vitality. Leo is also a fixed fire sign. So fire is the element that has to do with all this passion, joy, creativity that we're talking about. The fixed mode is the mode that just puts their head down and does the work. They have the sustained ability to just go and do and not burn out. So this Leo season is going to bring for all of us just some fixed ability for sustained effort. So whatever you put your mind to in the next month, the sun in Leo is here to give you some extra oomph. And a quote that I found that has to do with sun in Leo that resonated with me: work hard, play hard, love hard. That's the energy until August 22nd. Jennifer, my Leo is in Venus and Jupiter. So Jupiter and Venus are in Leo. I also have my Jupiter in Leo, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But that Venus in Leo would mean that your love comes in this very passionate, intense, nurturing almost kind of sense. And Jupiter is the planet of luck, expansion, and abundance. So your luck, expansion, and abundance comes when you reign over your kingdom. If if that makes sense. Whatever your kingdom is, because the Leo is the lion, you know. Good morning, Nicole. Welcome, welcome. Well, Bonnie, your Leo is in Jupiter also. Your Jupiter is in Leo. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, I wonder if I must have picked up on all of these Jupiter and Leo energies because, well, not only, I mean, today's Thursday, and we all know that Thursday is the day of the week ruled by Jupiter, the planet of luck, expansion, and abundance. So we're going to be pulling today from Attracting Abundance. I don't know if it's because my Jupiter is in Leo or what, but when I think of Leo, I do get Jupiter feels, even though Leo is ruled by the sun, whatever, it's all fire, right? Because Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius, which is also a fire sign. Let's see. I think Insight Timer is doing that thing again where my messages are glitching and taking a while to come through. So sorry if you say something and I don't see it right away. So the way I'm going to run this reading today, I'm only halfway through your class, said it backwards. It's okay, Bonnie. Even I make mistakes. Okay, let me tell you, you glitched for a minute. Uh-oh. I hope we're all right. I'll be honest, I made that entire Astrology 101 course, and I was like, great, and I submitted it, and I was waiting for Insight Timer to approve it, and then one day I was just sitting, and you have one of those thoughts pop in your head, and I was like, oh man, I did the whole course saying that a sign would rule a planet, and it's in fact the opposite. And so I had to go through and re-listen to all my audios to see where I needed to change it. So even me, an experienced astrologer, makes those mistakes. So you're good, Bonnie. Gabby is a Scorpio, very intense. So the way that I'm reading today is I have this Attracting Abundance deck, and it comes with 4 different areas of how to attract abundance. So I'm going to pull one card for each area. So using this intention as we move into Leo season, how can we attract abundance in our love and relationships? How can we attract abundance in our health and well-being? Attracting abundance in our career and prosperity, and lastly in our spiritual growth. So, first I'm going to, I guess I'll pull a card. I'll pull the 4 cards and then I will read them to you all. So this is going to be a total group reading. However, you are more than welcome to send your energy into the deck and maybe specifically asking your guides if one message is resonating more strongly than the others. Like if you're good with your career, you're good with your health, talk to me about love. Ask your guides very strongly for the energy that you are searching for today. Beautiful, Nicole, thank you. Nicole's sending energy to us. Well, to the cards, I guess. The class that Bonnie is talking about, this is Astrology 101 that I have created and put on Insight Timer, so feel free to check that out if you have any interest in learning the basics of astrology. It might make these transits make a little bit more sense to you, and it's also a place where you can learn how to interpret your own natal chart, your own astrological blueprint. Right? So all of us were born at a time when the planets were at a specific place in the sky. So while, here we're saying my Jupiter is in Leo, my Venus is in Leo, I'm a Scorpio, all these things, sure, those have their own energies, but the planets also play with each other. So the way, the angles that they hit each other in the sky have a lot to do with things, and if they're close to each other, if they're those sorts of things. So if that sounds interesting to you, feel free to check out Astrology 101, available here on Insight Timer. There, oh great, I will look it up. It's something I'm interested in. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Bonnie, if you refer 3 friends and they join Insight Timer, you can get the enhanced membership free to take courses. I did not know that, Bonnie. Thank you for sharing that. I love those money-saving tips. So guys, I guess if you refer 3 friends to Insight Timer and they join, you get the premium membership for free. And as far as I know, I am not a premium member. I think maybe as a teacher should be, but I never have been. But what is it, like $55 a year? So it's nothing crazy. Extra perks. All right, everyone, so let's see what our guides would like us to know as far as attracting abundance throughout Leo season. So, in our love and relationships, the guides have chosen the card Deserve. Your emotions act like magnets, attracting situations that mirror those emotions. If you want to improve your relationships, behave toward others in the way that you would like them to behave toward you. Everything that we put out is how we tune into our radio signal of vibration. Okay, this is with everything ever. But this card's specifically talking about love and relationships. So if we tune into the energy vibration of resentment, if we are in a relationship with someone who has hurt us in the past and we're holding on to this resentment, when we act from that energy, that's the vibration that we are putting out into the universe, in this case, specifically directed towards this other person. How is the universe supposed to bring back something more positive to us if we keep putting out nasty, nasty emotions, right? So I feel like this card is asking us to be the bigger person, which is often difficult, but I believe it's always the right thing to do. So even if there is, let's just say, someone has hurt you in the past and you have those hurt feelings inside you, that doesn't mean that you need to use that negative, nasty energy towards the relationship. Being the bigger person, perhaps looking at this through the lens of compassion, perhaps wondering if this action that they did that hurt you was coming from a place of their own hurt and wasn't necessarily directed at you, but was maybe a coping mechanism at the time, and sending love out to this person. I feel very drawn to talk about one specific person. I wonder if that's going on right now with one of you guys. But just sending out love will bring love back to you. That's what it boils down to. Morgan's so right. Bear, it's like a boomerang. If you put out negative, you will get negativity back. Absolutely. Okay, and this goes also for people who are perhaps searching for a romantic relationship. If you sit in the energy of want, the universe will give you more reasons to want. You know what I'm saying? If you put out the energy of I am happy with myself, I love myself, the universe is going to bring you someone who's going to love you as well. You got to get right with yourself before you can bring someone else into the equation. Or a lot of times we bring in someone who helps us love ourselves, and then it's a tumultuous relationship until you get to that point, if you get to that point. Melissa, yes, Melissa gets it. All right, health and well-being. Our guides would like us to attract abundance in our health and well-being by bringing the message, laugh. Find the time every day for some genuine, heartfelt laughter. Watch funny films and your favorite comedians, or enjoy the antics of your children and pets. Be playful and lighthearted. Nurture your sense of humor. It's your greatest health asset. Oh, Jody, is that about laugh or is that about the relationships? Lift your vibration. Absolutely. It's a cliche saying, but laughter is the best medicine. Laughter comes from a place of joy. Oh, Jody, resonating with both of them. Laughter comes from pure joy, pure happiness, pure love, which are the highest vibrations. So the more you put yourself in this energy of joy, happiness, being glad, feeling grateful, right? If you're laughing at something, how can you not be grateful for it? Morgan, both cards are straight on. We still got 2 or 3 more to go. If you are in a place of ill health, again, with all of these cards reference this mirror aspect. If you're in a place of ill health and you keep thinking, man, I feel terrible. This is wrong with me. I have this issue. The universe is going to keep bringing that energy back to you. Okay, you want to tell me that you have X, Y, and Z? Here's more symptoms of X, Y, and Z. But if you could take yourself out of that victim mentality and put yourself into a state of joy, laughter, the universe will help heal whatever ailments that you do have. It's all about the attitude that you bring to it. If you bring an attitude of woe is me, that's the life that you're going to get. But if you bring an attitude of I'm going to enjoy the ride, I'm going to see everything that life has to offer, everything's a lesson, nothing happens to me, everything happens for me, the universe will help you on your path and things won't feel as bad. Let's see what our guys have to say about our career and prosperity. Joy, the attitude of gratitude goes a long way. It does. It seems so simple. If you've never practiced gratitude, at least as far as me, like people used to talk about, oh, write a gratitude list or like practice gratitude, blah, blah, blah. And at the time I was like, all right, I'd probably do that, but whatever. But then when you actually sit and have yourself do the practice for weeks on end, it's like, man, this is actually making a big difference. Like taking the time to focus on something instead of just like boom, 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 like running through life. The more effort you put in, the more result you get out of it. Marion, things don't happen to me, but for me. I love this. It's a great way to think about life. Ash, when you feel the gratitude, it changes everything. It's a mindset shift. It's absolutely a mindset shift. As far as our career and prosperity, our guides would like us to know to prosper. Write yourself a check for a large amount of money. Pin it up so you can see it every day. Imagine, with as much conviction as possible, how great it will feel when you really do have this much money. So this is a technique to kind of trick your subconscious to create your own reality. So first, the understanding that we do create our own reality. The thoughts that we create in our mind manifest everything around us. So, if you do this practice, if you write yourself a check for $500,000, like when you look at it, you have to put yourself in that mindset of, I have $500,000 that I can just walk to the bank right now and cash and boom, and there it goes. If you look at the check and you put the energy out there saying, woe is me, I'm so broke, there's no way I'm ever going to make that money. People who make that money must have had a lucky streak. They must just be special in some way. No, that energy is victim. The universe will continue to show you that you're a victim. But if you look at that money and you just give yourself 2 minutes to close your eyes and envision what your life would look like if you were in that place that you could go walk to the bank, cash that check, and just take out a lump of cash. How would you feel? Like what emotions would be your natural state, right? And feel those emotions. Reprogram your self-conscious to feel those feelings, because your subconscious, you can trick your subconscious. It has a hard time determining what is real and what you are thinking. So if you tune your thoughts into these feelings, this vibration of prosperity, your subconscious will then help create the universe around you to bring you that prosperity. Bonnie, maybe I should hang a bigger bill than the one on my mirror. Hey, if it's time, right? I have a bill hanging in my mirror, and if it doesn't feel like it's bringing the prosperity anymore, increase it. Maybe your subconscious has been looking at that $20 bill for long enough. Maybe it's time to put a 50 up. Maybe it's time to put 100 up, Marion, I'd rather have time than money. And that's okay. Everyone places values on different things. I'm glad that you have that understanding of yourself. Nicole, funny story. I thought I had won the lottery for about half a day. Was really able to feel that, and it was amazing. I acted so free and happy and fun. It's a beautiful energy to be in. And we choose. We literally choose the energy that we bring into our day, right? You can choose to live in victim mentality, always thinking about what is so difficult and why things are so hard, and let me list off all the things that are making my life harder. What is that going to accomplish? Like, what does complaining ever accomplish? It just brings you down. It lowers your vibration. It makes you less pleasant to be around, in all honesty. Exactly, Ash. It's the energy of freedom. If you choose to come into your day and focus on every little tiny thing that you have that you are grateful for and live in that gratitude, you are going to feel so amazing. And I'm not saying that your life is just going to flip overnight and everything's going to be fantastic, but the things that do suck are going to affect you a lot less, right? If you're choosing to show up with this gratitude, with this joy, just being thankful for the little things, you won't even notice when that stranger cuts you off on the road. It won't even faze you. You know what I mean? Marion, staying positive no matter what feels so good. It does. And I just want to make a clear point with the energy of staying positive, because we do live in a world of polarity. It is impossible to have good 100% of the time. It's more the way that you view the world, because there is light and dark. There is positive and negative. It's a world of duality. It's a world of balance. Even within us, we all have a shadow. We all have parts of us that are not... I'm trying to be really careful with my words. We all have parts of ourselves that are not always shiny and happy and bright, but that doesn't mean that they don't serve us. Where am I going with this? So staying positive no matter what. Sure, sometimes it might look like people are positive no matter what, but also take time to view the negatives in your life, but without becoming attached to them. You can still observe, like, maybe I need to work an extra couple hours this week because I need to pay my mortgage. But you don't need to attach that negative feeling towards it, if that makes sense. Yeah, Marion, yin and yang, black and white. You can feel the negative feelings. Yes, you can learn from your negative feelings. You don't need to identify with your negative feelings. Just having that compassionate curiosity for your own shadow. The negative has its place. It helps us learn and grow. Okay, so this is a fitting time. I want to share my dream with you guys last night. We still have one card about spiritual growth, and then I'm going to pull a culminating card. But this is, I had the urge to share this with you guys, and this is the best time. Let's see what else. Not have toxic positivity. Yeah, like pushing away your problems and pretending to be positive is not going to make the negatives go away. Be present to what comes up and welcome it, joy. I love that. So in my dream last night, I was observing my husband, and I wonder if it's because I know he was sick, but in this dream, he had attached to his front, it looked like a giant chicken breast. Like, I can't put it any other way, but it was at least like 6 feet wide, and it took up his entire torso, and he was just carrying this thing, and I could tell that it was so uncomfortable, and I could tell that he didn't want to carry it. And in the dream, I for some reason, I just knew that I couldn't take it from him, that it was his own thing to get rid of. And throughout the process, he started like stripping away pieces of this chicken breast, and I could tell that he felt lighter, but with every strip, he then had food. Like he took away what was bothering him, and he had something that was good for him. He had something that was going to enhance his life. And I took it as such a message of our shadow self. We all carry around this negative stuff, and sometimes we don't want to address it because we don't want to know what's in there, and it's just, oh, I'm used to it. My gosh, I taught middle school for a long time, and kids would tell me stuff about their lives, and I'd be like, man, that sucks. Oh, it's okay, I'm used to it. Just because you're used to carrying this giant chicken breast on your chest doesn't mean that that's your highest good. There's stuff in that chicken breast that is good for you. So wherever all that came from, the light and dark, whatever, like, don't be afraid to dive into your shadow, because there's lessons for it. There's lessons in there that it wants to teach you. And you won't know the lessons, you won't have that food until you cut into it. Like a frozen chicken breast. It was not frozen, Beatrice. It was just a raw chicken breast. It was, I don't understand. We do own chickens, so maybe that was in there somewhere. Patsy, I started to keep a gratitude list on my phone a few years ago. I write a reason why I already won the lottery every time I buy a lotto ticket, but I don't win money. When I'm down and when I get down, I scroll through the list, and honestly, it's amazing how my mood improves. Thank you for sharing that, Patsy. I love it. I love that you go back to it at times that you are not feeling very grateful. That's a great strategy. Joy, shadow work is so important, and it has the potential of deep healing. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, on my tangent, or rather off my tangent. Let's see what our guides would like us to know about attracting abundance for our spiritual growth. Their message is sow wisely, S-O-W. Whatever you send out to others will be returned to you. This is an immutable law of the universe. If you send out anger, you will be given more reasons to feel angry. If you send out generosity and love, those are what you will receive in abundance. Man, I feel like this could even be our culminating card. That just tied together perfectly everything that we talked about. And that's why I love this deck. It's the message that keeps coming through this deck every time I read from it. You get what you put out. Another message about this: if you put out joy and love and compassion and gratitude, you keep putting it out, but you're still in your mind thinking, where's mine? Like, why isn't it coming back to me? If you're putting out all of these things with the intention of it, like with the expectation that it's going to come back to you, you're putting it out with the energy of greed attached, and you're putting it out with the energy of want, the energy of lust. So it is difficult to put out good and expect, like, you're doing it because you know it's going to come back, and you have to put it out without wanting it, but you do want it, because who doesn't want joy, love, and compassion and gratitude back at them? But the more that you do this shadow work, the more that you dive into yourself and dig up the stuff that you don't even know is there, these feelings of wanting, these feelings of lusting, they subside, because the shadow part of you that is creating those feelings of want and necessity and attachment, those things go away. If that makes sense. Let me know how that resonates with you guys. Nicole, yes, the message of love. We are love. Joy, love, and light. Put it out in a way that is effortless to you, right? So also watch yourself to not put out love and joy in a sense of resentment, right? Well, I guess I have to do this in order to get it back. The more you can make it into your, what's the word? I'm drawing a blank. I want, like, second nature. The more you can make it into just like, it's just who you are, the easier of a time you will have attracting it back to you. Yeah, the more you make it innate. Not getting caught up in a scarcity mindset, Jody, thank you. That needs a lot of healing. I feel like a lot of these cards today brought up that victim mentality. Are you operating from a victim mentality? Are you operating because I have been hurt and I have been through shit and I have been dealt these bad cards? Or are you operating based off of the doing what's best for the community? Because you know, when you have a strong, loving community, what's left to come back to you is only love. Let's pull a culminating card. Bit of a lengthier message today from Ask Your Guides. I love reading from the book in this, and I was thinking about it the other day. The descriptions in these books are very lengthy, but I enjoy reading the whole thing to you all because there may be one sentence in there that just like pings you. You know what I mean? So, Joy, I feel so much love in this group. So do I. I love being here all of the time. If you have been enjoying today's session, if you are able to offer an energy exchange in the form of a donation, those are always appreciated, never expected. If you haven't yet followed me on Insight Timer, I had an itch in my nose, sorry about that. If you're not following me on Insight Timer yet, please feel free to follow my page so you can stay updated when I post my new classes, my live events. And if you'd like to work one-on-one with me, you can find my personal website on my Insight Timer profile. I mean, obviously personal readings are a lot more insightful than group readings. I'm glad that you guys get so much out of these readings, and I do as well. I do really enjoy reading for the group. I do enjoy empowering you all to trust your own intuition, right? Kara, thank you so much for your donation. Very much appreciated. Today wasn't too much of an intuitive reading, but if you are not one of my regulars, the other days that I'm here, I normally do more of an intuitive reading. So I'll pick a handful of cards and I let you feel into your own intuition and nurture your own intuition. So let's see what the guides would like to tell us as our final card. This one came up last week, so we have a strong message. Our guides really want us to hear this. The card is number 34, Deprivation, and this comes from our prosperity guides. The key words for this card are withholding, paranoia, stinginess, and frugality. Whether because of a sudden change of circumstance or long-held patterns of lack, you may find yourself feeling overly concerned about your finances and security right now. You might be worrying that there won't be enough to meet your needs, so you're trying to conserve every penny. Your fears may even cause you to unconsciously seek others to reassure you or guarantee your needs in some way. The trouble with allowing these fears to take over is that your insecurity will be felt by others, and they will step back, fearful of being used for your security, creating a cycle of even more deprivation. The circle of fear and lack dries up the well of prosperity even further. Happily, your prosperity guides are here to help you reverse this vibration. They inform you that hoarding or withholding in any way goes against the divine flow of the universe, and it's the opposite of what's called for to create prosperity. The universal laws of prosperity state that we receive what we give. The universe does not lack. Lack only exists in our minds. The true source of poverty is an indication that we have disconnected from our divine source, which causes low self-esteem. This is the true source of lack in any area of life, whether it's money, comfort, security, or even love. To get back into the flow of things, your prosperity guides urge you to reconnect to Source by being generous in all ways. Any stingy tendencies, even with yourself, only keep you cut off from the divine supply. Reclaim your self-esteem by recognizing that you are a trust fund baby of the universe. Your needs will be met easily if you open your heart to receiving the universe's gifts. Connect to this flow by sharing what you can: a smile, a compliment, your assistance, your time. Your prosperity guide's message: tap into the abundance of the universe by sharing your heart. What a perfect card to end our reading today. It's literally saying everything that the rest of these cards have said. Whatever you put out is what you get back. Energy is like a river. It is a flow. Everything is energy. Time is energy. Money is energy. Love is energy. And it's a back and forth flow, right? So if it feels like there's not much coming in, it's hard to admit that it's because there's not much going out. So if it feels like there's not much coming in, whatever area, pick whatever area of your life this resonates with. When it feels like there's not enough coming in, it's our tendency to grab onto everything we can and just hold on to it. It's like a defense mechanism, right? I don't think I'm gonna feel enough love, so when I get love, it's mine, and I need it to nourish myself. But the more you do that, you're literally drying up the river, and it's not flowing freely anymore. And believe you me, when you start putting out everything that you desire without the want and negative emotion, like I need this to come back, so I'm going to put it out because I need it to come back. Just oh my gosh, it's so much easier said than done, but I promise you, once you let it go and just give it up to the universe, just trust, like, hey, I'm putting it out there, I trust you, it starts to flow back so much. I've applied this to lots of areas of my life, to money, to relationships, to my own health. The more that you freely give, the more that comes back. And again, this is something that I can say a million times till I'm blue in the face, but it's not going to set in until you put it into practice. And I understand that it's a very scary thing, especially when you don't have enough money to pay your bills, right? When you're drying up that well of financial prosperity. Opening up to the universe and trusting that the universe will deliver, it doesn't mean that the universe is going to give you a double paycheck one day, right? It means maybe putting your antennas up and looking around for some odd money-making opportunities that you never would have thought of. But since you are open and willing to receive, the universe can deliver it to you. When you're scared and held back and you're not looking for those things, so you don't see them. I hope that makes sense. Violet and Patsy, thank you. Thank you so much. Jennifer, I was just going to say it's a practice. It is, guys. All of this stuff is a practice. And don't ever feel bad if someone brings up a strategy that they've been using and you're not there yet. It's literally day by day, small step by small step. Joy, today I am leading 2 healing sound circles. I am so grateful for the opportunity to be able to give this to those who are waiting for me to find them magical. That's awesome, Joy. Thank you for sharing that with the world. Are these in person or are they online? Thank you, Violet. Allison, beautifully put. I am practicing. We're always practicing. This earth, guys, this is a school. Earth is a school for our souls. It gives us hard lessons. It gives us unique ways to learn things that don't always feel good. But the purpose, in my opinion, right, the purpose of us being here is to evolve our consciousness, evolve our soul, raise the vibration on the earth. And you do that by raising your own. Oh, joy, it's in person. Darn. I'm grateful that all those around you get to experience it. Kara, it makes sense for me. Thank you. I needed to hear this. You're very welcome. Thank you for bringing your energy to this reading. Nanette, thank you kindly. Much appreciated. Shall we relax now? You're very welcome, Nanette. I will talk you through a grounding meditation, and then I will transmit some Reiki energy for a few moments, and then I will talk you out of the meditation, and then we will wrap it up and say goodbye. So feel free to come into a comfortable position. Morgan, thank you so much for this beautiful reading. You're so welcome. Either seated or lying down, whichever is more comfortable for you. And closing down your eyes, taking a few deep breaths, bringing your awareness into your body. Sighing out any worries, any anxieties, any nagging thoughts that you may have. And focusing your attention on all of the contact points you have with the surface beneath you. Feeling the weight of your body being effortlessly supported by Mother Earth. And bringing your awareness directly above the crown of your head in an egg-shaped white orb of light. Just for a moment, separating your awareness from your physical body. Viewing life from your eagle's perch. And acting as the curious observer as the egg of awareness cracks on the crown of your head, watching your awareness flow down all sides of your face. Feel it flowing down the back of your head, over the temples and the ears, the forehead, the eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes, dripping off the nose, the cheeks, the lips, the chin, your jaw, flowing down all sides of your neck and throat, flowing down off the shoulders, and dripping down the upper arms, passing over the elbows, down to the forearms, passing across the wrists, into the hands, and into each finger. Bringing all of your awareness to your chest, and slowly flowing down the front side of your body, Pausing for a moment as you tune into the beating of your heart. Noticing how the ribs expand and contract with the breath. Flowing further down into the belly. Feeling into the organs resting behind the abdomen. And noticing how the breath causes the belly to rise and fall. And flowing further down, coming into the pelvic floor. And bringing all of your attention to your upper back. Slowly flowing down the back side of your body, dripping off the backs of your shoulder blades, weaving in and out the backs of the ribs, and flowing down the mid-back, the lower back, down to the glutes, and flowing your attention down the upper legs, and passing over the knees, down to the lower legs, passing over the ankles to the tops of your feet, feeling into each toe, and the soles of your feet. Breathing deeply as you feel into your entire body. Spreading your awareness throughout every square inch of your body at once. And using the breath now to open the central energy channel within your body by breathing the air in through the nose and watching it as it travels down your spine all the way to the root chakra in your pelvic floor. And as you exhale, watch the breath reach up your spine to the crown of your head. Inhaling down to the root, exhaling up to the crown. Continue for a few rounds in silence. Releasing the breath back to your natural rhythm. Beginning to imagine roots growing down from every contact point your body has with the surface beneath you. watching these roots as they travel down into Mother Earth, pushing through the soil, digging deeper, digging wider, firmly grounding yourself into Mother Earth. And welcoming in your guides and angels for any assistance they may have to offer at this time. Allowing permission for the Reiki energy to be received by intending to completely surrender to this Reiki energy as it nourishes your highest good. Bringing your focus now back inside of your body, allowing your thoughts to flutter away as you receive this precious gift of time for yourself. Allow yourself to be fully present within your body, noticing anything that may rise to the surface as I keep track of the time. Returning your focus to your breath. Feeling into the weight of your body resting in space. Imagine a brilliant, glowing ball, sparkling with all the colors of the rainbow, sitting in the center of your chest. This warm ball of light surrounds your entire heart. On each inhale, this light becomes brighter and more vibrant. And on the exhale, the ball begins to grow in every direction throughout your body. Inhaling as the light shines brighter, and exhaling as the ball grows larger and larger until it encompasses your entire body. The sparkling rainbow light slowly fades away as the connection to this Reiki energy transmission closes, allowing you to return home to yourself. Taking the time now to send gratitude to your guides and angels, and listening in to receive any last messages. And slowly beginning to bring some movement back to your body, wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling out the wrists and ankles, moving your body in any way it's calling you to. And perhaps bringing the palms of your hands together, rubbing them back and forth, creating friction, creating heat, and cupping the warm palms over your eyes, and blinking the eyes open, allowing the light to peek in through the cracks as you slowly return to your physical body. Thank you so much for joining me today. Love to all. Namaste. Well, thank you everybody for being here with us today. Let us know how that Reiki was for you. Let us know if you have anything else to say about our cards. Everything was pointing to recognizing your mirror effect on the universe. Whatever it is that you desire, put that energy out as much as possible. And if it's something that you don't yet have, perhaps you desire a new house or you desire a new job, you can put that energy out by envisioning that you already have that and feeling the emotions and seeing the vision of what that looks like and knowing that it is here with you right now. Namaste, Beatrice. Monica, thank you kindly. Jennifer, thank you. Great live today. Elizabeth, thank you so much. You are so welcome. If you've enjoyed today's session, if you're able to offer a donation, they're always appreciated. If you haven't followed me on Insight Timer just yet, feel free to give me a follow. What else? If you'd like to work one-on-one with me, you can find my website on my Insight Timer bio. And always, if you need some extra time to chew on the messages that come through in the oracle readings, you can join the group that I have on Insight Timer. It is called Our Spiritual Community. So I do post updates of the oracle readings on there, and it's also a place where I invite you guys to interact with each other in our spiritual community, sharing meditations that you find on Insight Timer, sharing spiritual practices that you're engaged in, lessons that you're learning. A lot of times people use it to reach out when they need assistance, like sending love and energy when people in their family need help. So it's just a beautiful place to be. And likewise, I have been posting these oracle updates on my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is titled, for my business, you can find me on YouTube under Lakeside Living, and you can throw this on whenever you want, listen to it like a podcast. Sometimes when you go back, you hear messages that you didn't hear last time and blah, blah, blah. So feel free to subscribe to my YouTube also. I'm getting out there, guys. I'm spreading my wings in this world, and I love that you guys have been here with me for all of this time. Jody, thank you so much for a beautiful practice. You're so welcome, Jody. Thank you for joining. Greg, thank you. Ash, thanks for the love. I hope that you guys have a wonderful Leo season. We have Leo in, the sun is in Leo for the next month. So get out there and do some. Leo is like the sign of creativity. So if there is something that you have been wanting to create, the sun is giving you all of the energy and vitality to do so. And again, if you know where Leo falls in your chart, specifically which house Leo governs within your own natal chart, that will give you a little clue to where the sun will be passing through, where the sun will be shining its light. I will be celebrating my first wedding anniversary this weekend, so I'm very excited for that. I do love Leo season because of that now, and what more fire thing to do than go ziplining. So I'll be ziplining for the first time this weekend. So as long as there are no accidents, which I know that there's not going to be, it was just a joke, I will see you guys next week. I'll be posting my Insight Timer schedule either later today or tomorrow, but I believe next week I'll be here 3 days. I always line these up with celestial events. So, thank you so much for being here today. Ash, happy anniversary. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. Cara, my 11th year anniversary is on Saturday. Oh, that's awesome. Ours is Sunday. Beautiful. Thank you, Lee. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and a lovely Leo season. And I'll see you next week. Namaste. Take care. I will see you very soon.